Good day to everyone. Join with me now for session 4 of part 2 exercise of construction project planning and control management on how to establish or develop a new project, specifically linking new activities and creating and assigning work breakdown structure, or in short word, WBS. Now let's open our project in previous episode, part 2, session 3, and start linking our new activities. We will open our previous layout. Anyway, beforehand, let me explain first what is layout in Primavera P6 in my own understanding. Layout is the method of displaying, showing, setting, or arranging of desired presentation in any particular ways so that we can create and save as many layouts to be able to quickly open any saved layouts every time you need to look at it without creating in a repetition. Okay, let's open our previous layout. Let's go to view, layout. Here you can select open, save, and save layout, but for now we will open our previous layout. We will click no because this is not the layout we are working with. And then let's look for our layout previously. I think this is this tender schedule, and then apply. Okay, here we go. Okay, first let's modify the calendar assignment by assigning calendar A to all activities, because as we can see here, we have different calendars. So we will make all the activities of the same calendar as calendar A. So if we will modify this way by changing the calendar individually, like for example this one, we will click this one just to change it to A, and then do the same for the other calendar here. You have to click it and then do the same individually. I think it will take too much time for us, especially if there are hundreds of activities to modify calendar assignment. But instead, we can use the fill down feature by doing this way. Highlight the calendar of the activity that we have to follow or we have to copy, and then followed by the calendar of the other activities that where we have to copy the calendar. So this is our source calendar, and this will be our destination calendar. So the first thing we need to do is highlight the first calendar to copy, and then since we have all the same calendar A to be used, so highlight using the shift control, or I mean the shift K, and then click to highlight all the activities, and then right click and then click fill down. You see, all the calendars are already the same for all activities. Now, okay, let's start linking the new activities. We will start from the mobilization here. Let's assume the establishing of temporary facilities will start 15 days after the start of mobilization, and both could be finished at the same time also. So you get my point, meaning that these established temporary facilities should follow after the start of the mobilization for 15 days. And at the same time, once the mobilization is finished, the establishment of temporary facilities will also be finished. So how to link it is to do this way. Highlight mobilization and then Control K, highlight the established temporary facilities, and then right click and then link. Now at the bottom details of the window, we have to show the relationship here. We need to select a relationship. So here we can see the predecessors at the left pane and then successor at the right pane. So if we will highlight the mobilization, we can see its successor in here is established temporary facilities. So since established temporary facilities will start in 15 days after the start of the mobilization, so we have to change this into start to start. Take note, I just edit this column here to make it short. So this one, RT, is the relationship. Log, this is the total float. And this is the remaining duration. So the log we need to put here 15 days. Okay. So as you can see, the established temporary facilities move to finish at the same time with the mobilization. So to be able to the mobilization to be constrained by the established temporary facilities, meaning the mobilization should not be finished until or unless the established temporary facilities is finished. So we have to constrain it by finish to finish relationship. So we have to link it again. Right click and then link. Okay. So as you can see, the established temporary facilities move to finish because if you look at here, the successor of the mobilization, which is established temporary facilities, is only one activity, but because we need to put the relationship into finish to finish and make it 0. That is why the successor is only one activity, but it shows 2 items. Okay, we're done. Next, let's assume that our plan after the completion of temporary facilities is to deploy 2 teams at the same time to commence site clearing and earthworks along with the construction of site perimeter wall. So that means the clearing and earthworks will start at the same time with the site perimeter wall after the temporary facilities is completed. So meaning we will have to connect our link temporary facilities into first is declaring and site and earthworks. We will link it, right click, and then link. And also we have to connect or link temporary facilities to site perimeter wall. Am I right? Okay. Site perimeter wall and then link it. So, okay. So as we can see, the this one, the bar here, they start at the same date because they are scheduled to start after, or both of them are scheduled to start after the completion of temporary facilities. Okay. Next. Okay, here. The site perimeter wall, after we finish site perimeter wall, I think we can start cleaning the site and demobilize. So after site perimeter wall, we will link it to site cleaning using the control key, site cleaning, and demobilization. Right click and then link it. So, okay. I think this is, we are short of the Gantt chart window. So if you want to move the Gantt chart window, or I mean the time scale, just point your cursor here and then move it left and right. So the whole window is moving. So we will put it back here. Okay. And then we are short of the month here. So what you need to do is just point it here and then you can see the mirror. So you can stretch or compress the window. Just see, you can, but without moving the area here. So, okay. We're done. So, okay. The first network that we have done here is, I mean, the network of activities for this project is mobilization, establish temporary facilities, then going down to site perimeter wall, and then going down to site cleaning, and then mobilization. This is the first network of activities in our project. Next, we will look for some other network of activities. Let's say, for example, okay, as we can see, after we finish site clearing and earthworks, we can start working for both site drainage, network, and guardhouse. So this is the site clearing. So after this, we can start working for site drainage. So we will link site drainage and then link it. And then and also the guardrails and gates, we can connect it after site clearing. Guardhouse and gates. Okay, and then right click and then select link activities. So that's it. So meaning the site drainage network will start at the same time with the guardhouse. And that is after the completion of the site clearing and earthworks. Okay, what do you think will be the possible sequence that we can proceed here? Okay, here. Since we are done with the site drainage networks, we can execute site concrete road networks. And since this is an interim milestone, so we can hand over this in priority to the owner after the completion, final inspection, and acceptance. So we will go to after the site drainage network or site drainage network. We will go to site concrete road. This is it. And then right click and then link. So the first interim milestone is already scheduled here to finish. Now we will proceed to so take note, this is another network of activities within the project. From here, mobilization, followed by the temporary facilities, site clearing, then going to site drainage network, followed by road network, and then handover. What next we can do here? Okay, after we finish the guardhouse, where is the guardhouse? Guardhouse and gates. We can start the site cleaning and then demove also. So since site cleaning is already linked to the mobilization, so there's no need for us to do it. So what we need to do here is to link only the guardhouse and gates and the site cleaning, and then right click and then select link activities. Okay. So I think we are done for the linking of necessary linking of these activities. But yes, as you can see, the demobilization should be at the bottom, but why it is at the top? It is because of the sorting of the activities. So we need to check the sorting of the activities by going to view, group and sort, customize, go to sort, and then here, the sorting of the activity is by the ascending order of the activity ID. So that is why the demobilization is at the top, because letter A is prior than B and the other activity ID. And the last digit compared to the mobilization is also prior than the mobilization M. So that is the reason why. So we will delete it. And then we will change it to highlight here. And then click, type add. And then type, let's say we will put start. So click start and then look for start. No. Start. There you go. And then we can put another one, the finish date, add, and then click F, finish, and then OK, and then apply. So you see, the mobilization move down. So I think we are done here. Let's proceed to creating and assigning work breakdown structure. Okay. So how to do it? Okay, first, let's assume this is the work breakdown structure sample format that we intend to create for our tender schedule. So we will use this format for our WBS. So let's begin. So we will open the WBS. How to do it? You go to project and then WBS. Here we go. So this one is our project name. So what we need to do here is to add levels of WBS at the bottom. So let's begin. Actually, adding WBS elements is the same as adding the activities. You know why? Because you have to use this one, and the other one is to right click on the window and then click add. So they are perfectly the same. So we will do it now, add, and then the first level, we will be say we'll say pre or preliminaries. We will create the first label first. So highlight here and then add. So we will move it down. So what will be the, let's say, CNW, meaning construction. Okay. Next is what highlight and then add. Then use the arrow here to move up and down. And then we will put SCP, meaning site clearing and pull out. Okay, this is the first level of our WBS. So now we will create the second level, level 2. So under the preliminaries, we will assign mobilization and establish of temporary facilities. So we will click add under the mobilization is, let's say we will use A1000-M. We will use the activity coding also. Okay. And then mobilization. Next is highlight here and then click add. That is say B1010. That is established temporary facilities. Okay. We are finished with the preliminaries. So we will go to construction, highlight construction, and then right click, then add. We'll put here 1020. That is site clearing and earthworks. Then highlight here again, and then add. We will add D1030. That is site drainage network. Highlight here again, then right click and then add. That is E1040. Which is site concrete road network. What else? Highlight again and then add F1050 for site perimeter wall. And then highlight again, right click, add. That is G1060. That is for guardhouse and gates. Next is, so we are done in the construction. So we will go to site cleaning and pull out. So highlight there and then add H1070 and under site clearing and pull out is site cleaning. Then highlight again here. We have add and then A1000 dash D. And that is for demobilization. Okay, done? Okay, we're done with the WBS. So let's assign this WBS to every activities. So we will go to activities, view, now project, activities. There we go. I think this calendar, we don't need this anymore. So we will remove this column. View column, customize, highlight the calendar, and then move it back to the left. And then we will insert the WBS. So if you are new, just click Alt F and then type WBS and then enter. So highlight WBS and then move using the arrow and then highlight WBS here and then edit, put it at the center of column and then okay and then apply. You see, if you can see here, the WBS is the project. So what we need to do here, just click it there and then where should be mobilization be under? It should be under the mobilization here. And then click it again. Temporary facilities, it should be here. Click again here. Site clearing. Here, under construction. Click again here. Site perimeter wall. Site drainage network. And this one is guardhouse and gates. This one is site concrete road network. And this one is site clearing. I mean site cleaning. And this one is demobilization. Okay, we're done. Okay. Now, next thing to do is to organize the activity by WBS. So, how to do it? Go to view and then group and sort, customize. So in this area here, we will organize it by WBS. So we have to look for WBS here. So highlight this cell and then click and then type W. Oh, you see? So you can see WBS, click it and then apply. So you see, there is a changes into the activity table showing the top level is the project name, and this is the first level of the WBS, the color blue, and then the color gray is the second level of the WBS. Okay, let's explore this window of group and sort. So the sort here, you can see we changed earlier the sorting order with the start and finish. Okay. Now, hide if empty. This means that the band here, the color black band and the blue black band, if that is empty, and if you click it here, it will disappear in there. But if you will not check this hide if empty, even though the band has no, the band of the WBs has no activity, it will still appear on the activity table. Okay. So here, show title, ID, and name and description. Just take a look. We will do the trial and error if how it works. So we will try to check the title and then apply. So you see, the description is added with a title WBS. Now, if we will add this one, the ID and code, apply. You see, the ID and the code is also added in this area. So it just crowded it is just crowding the area. So I think it is not ideal or advisable to include the title and the ID code. For me, what is important is the name and description. So I'm excluding this one. So we will remove it. Okay. Now we will go to okay. If we will remove this, take a look on this area. If what will happen. See? Okay. You see the total number here disappears. So that is the purpose there. So we will put it back and then apply. As you can see, you know our tender requirements, it requires 300 calendar days. So we are complying on it because our total duration here is 300 calendar days. So this is okay. Now we will go to show grand totals. I will check it. Take a look what will happen. You see, all the grand totals here is added. If you see, let's say if we will check show summaries only, you see, oh, what happened? Only the summary is shown here, meaning the activity disappears, or I mean it's not included. So we will put it to the original format. Remove this one, remove this one. Okay. Now shrink vertical groupings. Look at what will happen. This one, if it is checked, the activity ID is shown half only. But if you will remove it, right? So you cannot see the activity ID anymore. Okay? Because it shrink, meaning the lines here move leftward. So we will put it back again so that activity ID will be shown. So okay, apply. And then here, you can change the color of the band here and the color of the band. You can change it here and the color and the type of font. You can click it here and then you can select whatever font you want, the size, whether the effects is to strike out or underline, and also the color of the text here. You can change it. Okay. Okay, done. We'll close it. And then, okay. So I think WBS, we don't need this anymore because it is already assigned. Mobilization, let's review if that is correct. If the assignment is correct, establish temporary facilities, cleaning, site clearing, drainage network, concrete road network, site perimeter wall, guardhouse, site clearing, demobilization. Before I forget, let's get back to open sort. Okay. If you look at here, the two level column, we will click it here, meaning the all, meaning that all levels will be shown. All levels of the WBS will be shown. But if we want only the first level, look at what happened. You see, all the first level is removed and only the activities is shown. If we will put the second level of WBS, so the first, I mean, this is the first level. I mean, the second level of the WBS. Actually, the project is the first level already. So if we will move to third level, that's what happened. So I think we will use the second level. Then apply. So here we can see the preliminaries. includes mobilization and the establishment of temporary facilities, and under the construction is the site clearing and earthwork, site perimeter wall, site drainage networks, guardhouse and gates, site concrete road network, all for construction work. And then for site clearing and pull out, it includes site cleaning and demobilization. Now we're done for this episode. So what do you think is missing here? Okay, let me show you the to display the link of the activities. Here's how to do it. Can you see this icon with an arrow, a relationship lines? Just click it, and here you can see how the link is being applied to each activities. So I think we're finished or done here. Okay, so the next episode will be for part 2, session 5 is defining and setting Gantt chart bars. And second is formatting time scale. And see you in this next coming episode. I hope you enjoyed today's presentation. If you click like, subscribe, and share, I'll appreciate that very much. God bless to everyone. Stay safe and healthy, and thank you.